I'm going to piss off some fanboys today. Here on the road, on my way to Florida to start my new life with my fresh new wife, I wanted to talk about something spectacular, and that's Spider-Man. Now, I've been watching a bunch of gameplay from the Spider-Man 2 game, which everyone on the Sony side of things and the Marvel losers are sitting there just gushing over it. Hey, I'm a Marvel guy myself. I love me some superhero games. Don't get me wrong, I love the old hack and slash style games that Activision used to put out and THQ used to put out. I mean, I'm one of the first guys that's going to gush over X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm the first guy that's going to tell you to go play Punisher, and if you haven't, you are not a gamer, and cut your balls off. Or if you have ovaries, scoop those out with a goddamn, what are those fruits? And they have the weird spoons? Grapefruit. Scoop them out with a grapefruit spoon. Anyways. So, I watched a bunch of gameplay. It looks just as annoyingly spongy as the other game, as the first two games. And they doubled down recently. They were like, yeah, if you don't... I love the Mary Jane missions. I know some of the fans didn't like them, but fuck the fans, boy. Screw them fans. We do what we want when we want because we're Insomniac, and that just kind of scares me when it comes to their Wolverine game coming out, because they're like, oh, you get some news every once in a while, it's going to be an M rating, and I'm like, yeah, but if it plays anywhere near that dog shit Spider-Man franchise you're making, I don't want to even touch it. I don't want to be near it. I don't want it in my, ecosystem. I don't want to watch a goddamn movie. I'm sorry, it's not my thing. It's never going to be my thing unless I'm sitting down to watch a movie. I don't want to play a video game that feels like a movie. I don't even like Telltale games. I played the Walking Dead one. It's got a good story, but for me, I'm like, this is just an interactive story simulator, which is fine, but it's nothing new. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's a point-and-click adventure which we've had since the beginning of goddamn time, and I don't want to play that when it comes to Spider-Man. And I know what you're saying, but the swinging, yeah, all Spider-Man games have swinging. And yes, Insomniac's movement system is very, very good. But that being said, I didn't even like their game with the superior movement system. What was that called? It was like, oh shit, it was a dumb game with zombies and I don't know. It was that Xbox. It was a terrible game. A lot of Xbox fanboys will cap for that goddamn game. Sunset Overdrive. I hate Sunset Overdrive. I think it's a stupid game. It's fine to play. It has good movement in it, but the actual combat in it never feels right. The only games I like that Insomniac puts out are Ratchet and Clank, and I will die on that hill. I have not liked any of their Spider-Mans. I do not like Sunset Overdrive. And to me, to see that Xbox or Phil Spencer and Microsoft now have Activision, I don't care what type of warm, sloppy mouth hug. You need to go find Bob Iger. If you don't know who Bob Iger is, he is the CEO of Disney, and he needs to mouth hug the crap out of Bob Iger and say, hey, let's bring back these old Activision Spider-Man games and superhero games. Shit, I would be happy to play the old Fantastic Four game again. I know, boo me in the comments, you goddamn plebes, but I don't care. I like being able to play any games, all these old games that I grew up on, even if you think that it was a bad game. Shit, I liked the Ghost Rider game back on the PSP. I thought that shit was fire, and I'm not just using that as a pun because I just remembered that Ghost Rider has a flaming skull. It was actually a good, fun game. It was a God of War knockoff, and I liked a lot of those games with the God of War style combat. I prefer that style of combat where you're just flashing through at people. I mean, look at this gameplay of Grave Gore and I have playing in the background. This game's mostly just spamming the right trigger simulator, but it is so much fun. You're causing so much damage. You're killing tons and tons of enemies. It's a really, really fun time. And I remember superhero games being like that. And it was until the Arkham series, which the Arkham series slowed things down and made Batman feel kind of like he was playing in Assassin's Creed. But honestly, that made sense for Arkham because Batman is basically like an Assassin's Creed superhero. That is his deal. He overanalyzes and outsmarts his opponents. It's not that he's overpowering them. It's his ability to fight with his detective skills to beat people. That is his thing. So it made sense for Batman. Batman's not the spam attack button superhero. He never has been. He is the sneak up on you, come in from the dark, get in your booty hole type of superhero. So the fact that every single superhero game, except for what was that one? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was the best superhero game I've played in a long time. It was way better than Spider-Man, both Spider-Man games, and I will die on that hill because the game was actually fun and it had a great story. It did what a lot of these games right now should be doing. It gives you a really fun combat loop, which is number one, highly important. And then number two, it gives you a good story. And I want both of those things. And right now with the Insomniac out there and the fact that I can't play a lot of these old Spider-Man games without dropping like $80 to play it on my 360, I'm in this void of there's nothing for me. And I really think Xbox needs to capitalize on this. And I don't want to play Wolverine because I'm scared that it's going to turn out just like these other goddamn games that I don't enjoy. Because I did not enjoy anything Insomniac's done other than Ratchet and Clank. So if I can't look to that studio who's really charging the way on Marvel games right now, and doing most of the stuff, other than Square Enix occasionally dropping something, and it's from Square Enix has been 50-50, trash when it came to Marvel's Avengers, but gold when it came to Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm kind of in this weird place with a lot of these games. I mean, DC's not dropping shit. I mean, Gotham Knights. And I know I've made videos similar to this, but this one I really wanted to emphasize the fact that I'm, unless there's something different coming out with Wolverine, I am not going to play that game. Just like I didn't play Spider-Man 2. I watched gameplay and saw that it took 4 hits to kill one enemy as a super powered, super strong hero. Fucking miss me with that, bro. You pound sand up your own anus if you're gonna be mad at me because I don't want to punch the same villain 4 times. It's like I'm Spider-Man, bro. The only guys I should be punching more than once are my super villains. The fuck you got me messed up on. I'm not Batman. I have super strength. And with Wolverine, I have claws. So if I'm going to be scratching somebody like 87 goddamn times, no. I want to be tearing people up. I want the insanely huge set pieces, just like I got in our X-Men Origins Wolverine. Otherwise, I don't care about the game. There is nothing that you can do to make me care about this stupid Insomniac Wolverine game. It's like, but look, Wolverine can like bounce off buildings and there's so much more cinematics. Did you see how the cutscene transitioned to the gameplay? No, I don't care. I don't care. The cutscene can have the worst transition of all time, and I would not care if the gameplay loop is kicks ass, rips buttholes. That's what I care about, nothing else. And so, when it comes to me and Insomniac, I think I'm done until they can prove me wrong. I kind of said that after I played the first Spider-Man game, but I gave Miles Morales a chance, and I can't finish that game. And I don't finish every game I play. A lot of times you'll see a review I do where I say I haven't finished the game yet. Most of the times I go and finish it, but I'm not the type of guy who wants to milk a genre. But when it comes to Spider-Man, I'm pissed. I'm done, and I need Phil Spencer to go start making some things happen. I don't care if he has to rib Bob Iger. I want to play my old games on my Series X or on the go in cloud. I want to play these old games, and right now I don't have a means to do that other than buying them at a highly inflated rate. Luckily, I got X-Men Origins Wolverine at a GameStop randomly in my hometown for like $12, but it still leaves me hungry for more of these experiences. I want to play Web of Shadows. I want to play all these old games that I really, really liked so much better than the modern games. Because even though the modern games look better, even though they have better graphics, I don't want to run around as Mary Jane. I find her as in these games, I find her to be an insufferable cunt. I hate saying that word. And I hate being that guy, but in these games, I hate her as a character. She is such a Mary Sue, and I don't even like being one of those guys that's like this. But this series makes me feel that way. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I don't care. I just really hope that Xbox can make a deal with Disney and we can get these old games back in circulations again. I want to see them remastered and put on PlayStation as well. I think that would be a good compromise. Put these games on PlayStation. I just want there to be more variety. I want there to be, because right now, as it sits, there is nothing for me in these superhero games, and I'm not excited for the next Insomniac Wolverine game. It's gonna be trash unless they can figure out their combat system. That's all I got. Catch you later.